Good morning, friends and family. Welcome to a weekend study vlog. It is currently like 8:45. Let me get myself together and then I'll officially do this intro. Okay, I'm done and back. Good morning. Welcome to the study vlog officially now. It is 9:23. I intended to get up at 8 and get a workout in for today, but I ended up sleeping in a little bit more because Yami and I were like so tired. We finished studying last night about like 9:45, but keep in mind we also had to get up at like 7:45 yesterday to go to a vaccine clinic. I keep saying we, as in like me and my cab. I had to get up at 7:45 to head to a vaccine clinic from 9 to 11:30-ish. I think she said we did about 170 or maybe 180, I can't remember specifically, but you know, in a 2-hour window, that was a lot, especially for only 3 students. So yeah, and then after that I had to go to class. Then after class I went to sit with my dad at the hospital. He's fine, y'all. He actually had a kind of like an invasive surgery on Thursday, but everything went well, so I just went to sit with him because hospitals are lonely. He really like just needs to rest, and we just wanted to like chill, so we just chilled. Like I literally took my note. He was like, bring your notes if you want, and I literally brought my notes and we just talked when he felt like talking, and then other times we just chilled. I went downstairs and got coffee. But it's like a 50-minute drive, so I think I was just really exhausted from like a long week in general as well as a long Friday, so I gave myself grace and I just got out of bed when I felt good, which was when you saw the first clip at about 8:45. So now it is 9:30, I'll say, and I just finished like kind of like cleaning my place up. I put on this really cute like lounging set. It's from like TJ Maxx. It was like $19, love it. And now I'm about to like do the whole like set up my study area and all that stuff and see what my plan is for the day. And so since this is a study vlog, obviously I have a big exam on Monday, and I wouldn't say big as in like it's like my final or anything. It's like it's like the exam before my final, but I say big as in we have a lot of material we covered. I feel like I've already finished one complete section yesterday, so I'm very glad I did that because that leaves like more time today and tomorrow. But yeah, it just feels like a lot of information, so I'll show you guys how I'm tackling all that. Alright, so we're going to start off with my Notion exam study schedule. So I have 4 columns: lecture title, if I've completed the practice exam, if I've completed the note card set, and if I have made a rundown sheet. I'll go into all this later on about like what a rundown sheet and stuff is, but essentially what I do is I list out the lecture. So you see the first one I've already completed was IHD. I already did the practice exam that he gave us, I already completed the note card set, and I made a rundown sheet. So everything that's left to do is PAD, Raynaud's, ACS, and CHF. And personally, before I even hit complete, which is the last column on the left, I like to go over all of these things at least 3 times, meaning I like to do the practice exam 3 times, note card set, and a rundown sheet. Okay, so you guys just saw my study exam schedule, so I just wanted to show you guys like exactly what am I studying, like the material. So I am a annotate on my iPad during class girl, so that I like can take in everything. And I know if you've watched my previous videos, you'll know that. Oh, also, if you hear something, it's my laundry. I do laundry while I'm studying. I don't know why, but I love it, especially if I'm studying from home. But if you've watched my previous videos, you'll know that I typically or I used to make study guides as I went in class, but this semester and last semester that didn't really work for me because like there was so much material and so much we were going through. It helped, like it worked definitely my first year, but this P2 year that didn't work for me, and that's perfectly fine because I know what to, like I've adjusted. So basically what I do is I annotate in class on my iPad. How's it going? So I annotated this on my iPad throughout class. This was actually like a pre-work video anyway, so we had to do this outside of class anyway. So everything you see was done on my iPad. And so what I like to do is once I finish that complete section, if I want to make charts, then I make charts. So some charts I made were for this topic. So I made kind of like an overview flow kind of chart. So like this is like, what is it? What are the risk factors? What are the different types? This is the main type we talked about. How do patients present? And then how do we classify their symptoms? And then we went into like, how do we treat it? And then it just kept going, and I made charts essentially for this entire PowerPoint. So we talked about treating with beta blockers. We talked about treating with calcium channel blockers. Then we went into nitrates. This is a really good one because I talked about like basically all the nitrates. So yeah, if I want to make charts, I will. Do I make a chart for every single topic? No, because I think some topics don't necessarily need charts. So I ended up making a chart for that one. I made a chart for the other pre-work video, which was Raynaud's and peripheral arterial disease, mainly because like there's a lot of things you need to group together. So that's something I make charts for. Other stuff like medchem. So in this one, we have 3 medchem parts of this exam. And it's like medchem and pathophysiology actually. And that specific professor that teaches us medchem and pathophys, he loves to give us practice exams. So I literally will not do his study guide. I will only do his practice exam because I turn the practice exam into my study guide. So it kind of like cuts down on the work, but also like incorporates everything. So I already completed the first one of his study guides. So I'll show you guys. So here is the first practice exam he gave us. This is for IHD, pathophys, medchem. So what I do is I go through and I answer the question. I got this one right, so I really didn't need to write any notes. But mainly I did like kind of like do some like educated guesses, stuff like that, just like why something. And then these were things like that I kind of missed, but not really, but I understood why I missed it. So I just go ahead and highlight it. But if there's stuff where he does a lot of fill in the blank answers, so like I write out my answer, why it's right, and like why I wouldn't consider something else. This asked us about a law, like a specific like, you know, formula and all that stuff. So I wrote out the name of the law, right? Well, the name of the law was an answer, but I wrote out what it's about, the definition, and just any other quick information I would need to understand based on this. And how I'm doing this is when I miss the question, I have the PowerPoint up. So I typically do this and I have the PowerPoint up on my laptop or my desktop over there while I'm going through it. And I'm like, okay, well, I see why I missed that because I thought this was this. So this helps me a lot. And this has like helped me with all of his practice exams that he's ever given us. Like he's also taught us in other classes. So yeah, this is one that I've completed. You'll see notes and stuff. He likes to give us like diagrams. So I'll go ahead and like label them. I just like to like add a lot of notes, and this like will suffice me for stuff when it's pathophys and medchem. So that was the first practice exam, and then the lecture, like the actual pharmacotherapy lecture that went with it, is actually this first study guide chart that I showed you guys. So because I already had a study guide chart that I made like right after the lecture because I wanted to group everything, I didn't have to really do anything else except for make a rundown sheet, which you guys saw in my study exam schedule Notion page. And this is what a rundown sheet is for me. It is literally just like taking, I think this is maybe like a 10-page study guide, I want to say, and now I only have 3 pages. And it's essentially like the big picture of this entire lecture. And this is not going to be necessarily what I study for the rest of the time until the exam. This is what I will go to when I'm doing my practice exams that I'm going to go do online, or when I'm just like verbally talking about it, or just when I need to quickly reference this. But when it comes to the day of the exam and the night before the exam, this is strictly what I study because this typically has everything that I need to know. So this is everything that we treat IHD with. You know, this was actually like 4 charts. This is one big page now that has everything that's important. There's a quick summary right here. This is another summary. And then this is the big picture summary. So that's what a rundown sheet is for me. It varies for each topic, of course. I'll show you guys other ones. But this is all that I finished so far. I've only finished IHD, medchem, pathophys, and then IHD pharmacotherapy. So that's what's checked off on my Notion exam schedule. So left, I've got peripheral arterial disease, Raynaud's, ACS, and CHF. And that's what I'm going to be doing the rest of the day. And I'm basically just going to essentially do the same things. Complete the practice exam that the professor gave me, and then complete the note card set and make your rundown sheet. Let's get it. Hey guys, it is now about 12, so noon, and I just packed up because I am about to go print something at the library. I saw something on Mercari, so I need to print the shipping label, and then I am about to head to lunch with my mom and my brothers. This is going to be my study break for the day, plus free food. So yeah, I got through a lot. I will insert an overlay here, but I ended up finishing PAD and Raynaud. I ended up combining them because total it was like a 6-page study guide total. So I was like, might as well. I did the note card set, which was a combined note card set, so that is also why I combined it. And then I've also made both of their separate rundown sheets, which are a total of 2 pages. So I got through that one pretty fast and I really understood it. To be honest, like when it comes to like cardio and like the different disease states, really typically you can use like the same drugs for different doses that treat different things, but technically you're using the same drug, and then also you just introduce like 1 or 2 extra drugs. And so typically, like when it came to like talking about like beta blockers or calcium channel blockers for these 2 disease states, I was like, oh well, I know that because it decreases this and, you know, causes stuff like that. So like, you know, it's pretty easy to get through. But yeah, I finished all that, so I checked that off on my Notion list. And so now I literally only have 2 more lectures to go through, both which have a pretty long study guide and a pretty long practice exam. So those will obviously take the rest of my day most likely, which is perfectly fine. So I'm glad I got to technically 3 lectures already by noon today. So very excited, headed out to lunch and gonna print this label, and then I'll be back. Hey guys, I am back from lunch and kind of like an adventure. I was out for about, I think 3 hours total. So because I've been gone for a little bit, obviously I will probably stay up 1 hour extra tonight, which is not going to be that big of a deal since it's a Saturday night. But also I'm going to do a practice quiz over everything that I did earlier today, just to kind of do like a refresh. I like to do that whenever I take study breaks. I'll go ahead and do a quiz over whatever I was doing earlier, just to kind of refresh my brain, see where I'm at, and to kind of get back in the mood for studying. Left, as I mentioned, I have 2 more lectures, so I'm very happy about that part because it's only 3:39. So I've got a good amount of time today to finish both of those lectures. So I'm very excited, and to take my time. That's the most important part. I don't like to do the whole rushing thing. Like, I want to take my time and understand it. So I'm pretty excited. So I'm gonna take that practice quiz now, put on a lo-fi playlist, and get back to studying. It's 8:19. I'm not, y'all, we just woke up. I'm not really ready for dinner right now, but I do want to get a workout in. So I'm gonna go do like a quick treadmill 30-minute workout. I'm probably gonna bring my iPad and watch an episode of My Hero Academia season 5 on it. That's been helping me a lot when I do these like workouts on the treadmill, because like I don't look at the time. But I'm officially done with 1, 2, 4 lectures, only 1 more left. As I mentioned earlier, these last 2 lectures were pretty long. Like they both have a practice exam as well as like a whole annotated PowerPoint and stuff, and so I was making rundown sheets. This rundown sheet actually took a little bit more time because it's over STEMIs and non-STEMIs. So I pulled out my, let me flip this around for you guys. So I pulled out my 11 by 14 legal paper to make a bigger kind of thing, because there was a lot of stuff that was like spread over like 20 slides, right? But I hate that, so I wanted it all on one big page. So that's the one for STEMIs. And then of course I had to do another one for InSTEMI. And honestly, once I started writing everything out and like coagulating it, it actually made more sense because like I saw what the differences were. So yes, now I'm about to head to do a quick workout. So. Good morning. Never mind how I look right now. I'm currently deep conditioning. All my curly girls know that Sunday is wash day, deep condition day, everything. And I'm deep conditioning for a while today because I'm blow drying my hair today because tomorrow we have formal for our professional pharmacy fraternity, and I want to do kind of like a braid out, blowout, like heatless curls thing. So yeah, but good morning. It is, sorry if you hear something, it's Yummy currently eating his breakfast. And my air or whatever just came on. It's 8:52, alarm went off at 8, and I, you know, hopped in the shower and washed my hair and all that stuff. Currently deep conditioning. Cleaned the house, made my coffee, all that stuff. I'm about to find a lo-fi playlist to start the morning with. But yes, on the agenda today is of course finishing up that last lecture. But before I start that lecture, I'm going to do practice quizzes over all the lecture the day before, because that's how I like to start my day, or how I like to start when I'm like coming back to study. So I'm going to do practice quizzes over all those lectures, and then I'll start the new lecture just to kind of like reiterate what I've learned over the weekend, stuff like that. Of course I need to blow dry my hair today. I'm probably going to meet the lover for boba today. We have been like on a boba kick, and like if there's a new place everyone keeps telling us we should try, so I'm probably going to try that. What else? I need to make like a list of like what I want to make for dinners this week and stuff. I really need to save money over the next few weeks. I'm going to do a life updates video. I keep saying this. I need to do one, but I'm moving and I need to just kind of like do a life updates video and talk about all that stuff. But it'll probably be like an end of semester recap, a life updates video. Yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, I'm moving in a few weeks, but like it just costs a lot to move. Like it's annoying. So like, you know, I had to pay like fees for moving, of course renting like the truck and stuff. So I just want to save money because like the next few weeks is just like really like adulting basically. So yeah, I just want to like, and I, plus since I'm moving, I want to eat everything that's in my pantry and my freezer anyway. So like I don't throw food away. I don't believe in that. Like I genuinely, like it hurts me whenever I have to throw something away because like it's wasteful. So yeah, we are going to make a list of dinners. I probably do that after my practice quizzes because I'm already at my desk right now. But yes, good morning, happy Sunday. Let's get to it. Okay, so it is 3. I just got back from like a 2-hour break. I went and grabbed boba with Adam and talked to my family and stuff, and now I'm back and I'm still feeling good. Like I'm not feeling overwhelmed or anything because like I'm currently on the last lecture, almost done with it, and I have done review quizzes of every single lecture beforehand, so I feel very good. I mean, remember my exam is not until 10 a.m. tomorrow, so it's not like it's at 8 and I have to get up at 6. Like I'll probably get up at 7, but I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not going to say a number on a scale what I feel because I don't want to jinx myself, but I feel good right now. And I also picked up me some, well, late lunch because like we had boba and that kind of filled me up, but then I got hungry as soon as we finished it. But I picked up some poke, and yeah, I'm about to sit down back at the desk, and I'm probably gonna start editing this vlog until like 4, like officially start back at 4. So yeah, let's get it. And it's so pretty outside. I think that's why I stayed out for so long. Like we ended up like getting the boba and going outside and just like standing around like outside, like by the car and stuff. Like it was so good. But yeah, I'm gonna edit this vlog until about 4, then get back to studying.